Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for the time. In this simple occasion, I want to introduce myself and I want to explain my last task or my final assignment from Miss Bita, English for the Management Studies. Begin. I want to introduce myself. My name is Gali Arya Manggala. You can call my name is Gali. I am 35 years old. I was born in Serang. I am originally from Sukabumi. I now live in Tanah Tinggi, Tangerang, and I have home also in Rajak, Tangerang. I am a banking officer. I started my career as the English teacher 10 years ago when I was at the Asalamuddin College in Sukabumi. And I ever taking the first diploma at English course in Cambridge Institute in Sukabumi and getting the TOEFL test. And I get 500 score for TOEFL, and then I continue my study at to the Diponegoro University in Semarang, majoring in English, and the concentration is linguistic. And I taking also the bachelor degree at University State in Semarang, majoring in economic and business administration, and at Sugio Pranoto. Besides I'm in the college, I also teaching the English at Pugu Institute and ELP or International Language Program, teaching the children from 10 years old until the older person than me. He is chief of military in Semarang. And after graduated from Diponegoro University and University of State in Semarang, I come back to my home and apply for a job to the foreign ministry, but I didn't get success. And the last I applied for a job at BRI, and all praise be to Allah, I get success. I start my career from customer service in the 2011, and then getting promotion to be the marketing, and now as the manager of marketing. I continue my study to UMT, taking two major. The first is Master of Management, and the second is Master of Accountancy. Why I taking or continue my study? Because I'm working in BRI, and I hope my education will support my career in BRI. And I taking the thesis, my final task is about the credit. It was my job description, daily activities in my office as the manager of marketing. I taking the problem about the rescheduling and free interest application. I see that there's two application. The first is the scheduling, and the second is free interest. Will be effect to the non-performing loan or debt credit or bad credit for the debtor to become their debt to be paid off and already done without giving a huge problem to our office. And of course, with the application of from the rescheduling and the free interest will be effect on the increasing in the profit and become bit, and our profit become good year on year or month per month. It was seen on the LPU or report of development unit. We can take it from the system per month, and we can see how many percent the percentage of the NPL or performing loan, and how many percent the profit from that, because the every office is really different, depend on amount of their NPL debtor. And I want to explain the first my title is the effect or the implication of rescheduling and fee interest application on non-performing loan to the bank profitability. A case study at BRI branch from 2016 until 2019. Abstract: this research empirically investigate the phenomena of rescheduling and fee interest on non-performing loan and bank profitability in the banking sector. Statement of problem: rescheduling and fee interest program is the solution to minimize the bad credit or NPL in the bank report, shown in LPU. LPU, it calls the Development Report Unit. The application of the program gives effect to the bank profitability. Objective: the main objective of this thesis is to evaluate the impact of rescheduling and fee interest non-performing loan to the bank profitability. A case study at BRI Unit Jakarta Jelambar branch used the parameter of the profitability ratio such as net profit ratio, operating profit ratio, earning per share ratio. Because it was the thesis of the finance and I have to evaluate or investigate or research about the finance report using the ratio. This ratio is the ratio of profitability. Scope and limitation. This research is limited to the banking development report at BRI Unit Kulit Kencana and Unit Wijaya Kusuma Jakarta Jelambar. Why I choose two units, Unit Wijaya Kusuma and Unit Kulit Kencana? Because I have been working there as the marketing. The research analysis is the effect of the rescheduling and fee interest application on non-performing loan in the report of the development unit. Source of data. The purpose is based on the primary and secondary data. The secondary data has been collected from the report of development unit in the period 2016 until 2019. Research instrumentation. The research intends to follow interview technique for the present study. Therefore, 79 data of NPL from two banking will be needed from file of credit. And then the gathering procedure. Primary data obtained from the field research by interview and questionnaire to the debtor of NPL, and secondary data obtained from the literature review. The data obtained were analyzed quantitative and presented with the descriptive method in a report. Because this is the finance thesis and it was using the method of quantitative, and I have to collect the data from the bad credit or NPL from that two office. The first office, I have to collect the data from the system, it calls LPU, and the system of the report from every account officer, or it was called marketing in BRI unit. And then we can see the presentation from the report. It is increased or it is decrease. And how about the profit? It will be increase or loss in per month or year on year. We can see the improvement per month. And then using the statistic tool, the ratio analysis, of course, t-test analysis, along with the construction of hypothesis, sub-hypothesis, and other suitable statistical tool will be used depending upon the processing and requirement of data collected. After collected the data, maybe I want to using the SPSS program, and then find using the ratio of the profitability, maybe using the assumption, the classic assumption, and then searching about the connected between the variable. Finding, conclusion, and recommendation. The first problem, non-performing loan will affect on the bank profitability. Finding, NPL or bad credit did not succeed to get rescheduling. The conclusion, rescheduling and fee interest are the best way to solve the problem. Recommendation, NPL will be lost because of rescheduling and fee interest application. The second problem, many bank bankrupt because of bad credit. Finding, bank did not pay attention on the bad credit. Conclusion, bank have to be more attention to the credit data. The fourth recommendation, business taking not only the saving but the lending or the credit. The third problem, bank will be more expense the cost because of their credit, because if there is the non-performing loan, bank will be expense the cost uh, to to make our profit to be held, and then the bank will not get lost, and we have to, for that we have to expense the cost because of the credit. And then finding more cost will decrease the profit and increase the loss. Of course, the cost will be reduced because of the scheduling and free interest effect. The recommendation higher profit will be get because of the scheduling application. The fourth problem, many account officers didn't realize that the scheduling and free interest will be give the bank profitability. Finding, account officer did not do anything in the bad credit because doesn't know the technical application under scheduling. The conclusion, account officer doing the scheduling to the all bad credit data, profit will be increased. Recommendation, account officer have to train and be supervised for doing the scheduling and free interest application. Share the reference gratitude, important and quote. My references on my study are from the journal review and literature and from my experiences as a manager marketing in BRI. I express thanks to the teacher on English for management studies, Miss Dita, for giving me the chance or the opportunity to explain my thesis as my final task to get the master in the Tangerang Muhammadiyah University. I hope all the studies that I have got will be useful in my future and my career at BRI, and hope my thesis will be useful for the reader. Corporate restructuring can be driven by a need for change and organizational structure or business model of a BRI. To impact the restructuring has a variety reason. The first, to reduce cost. The second, to improve the profit. The third other benefit involves gaining the competitive advantages, such as helping company position itself for growth. Because my thesis is using the third variable, and the first variable is about the scheduling. The second variable is using the is about the free interest, and the third variable is about the bank profitability. How those three variables connected with each other? Where is the dependent and independent? Of course, it will be explained all in my thesis, and I hope my thesis will be finished on time, maybe on time. My quote for my study: I know my educational background is not from the English, it's not from the economic, but from the English. But I never give up, and I have to try more and more. Why the people can do, but I didn't or cannot do. I have to push myself. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it, because the God is never sleep. And my motto or my quote: where there is no sweat without sweat. I think that's all my explanation. Thank you very much for the time, and I apologize if there is a lot of mistake from my speech because I am still studying, and I hope Miss will be happy and get success in your future. Thank you very much for the time. Bye.